Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to an edition of Coldborough Farm. Alright, what is going on today? Where is that guy? As you can see, I got this guy working on Courseplay right now. He's currently just finishing up, or working on this field right here. So that's going to allow us to do some other things while he is doing that. So, let's put this guy in a group so I stop doing that. And this guy can go in group 2, or 1, let's say. I think I only have one more. Oh no, I got this guy too. We'll put him in group 1 as well. And this is the guy I'm looking for. So, let's get started in harvesting these fields here. And parking brake. Oh, it's already attached. Sweet. So let's go ahead and get started on harvesting these fields here. I don't know where the... I don't know where the heck the grain storage point is. Is it back in here? It must be back in there. Nope, it's not that. It's not that. It is... Oh, I never noticed that before. That's kind of cool. Anyways, where the heck is this grain storage? Oh, here it is right here. And they just come out like that. Yes, they do. Ugh, it's one of these ones. Out of all the types of storage points, these are the ones I hate the most. That's just me. Alright, let's start harvesting on... can I drive through the gate? No. Oh, interesting. I can drive through the hedges, but not through the gate. That's kind of interesting, actually. So this is Coldborough Farm once again. If you're not aware of it, yeah, I got it from FS-UK. Why do they start me off with, Fine. You know what? I don't want to deal with your gate. Take that. Alright, this is field 8. Let's go ahead and calculate the area of this. This is field 8. Like so, and get him started on this mode. And he's field 8, and he's that wide. Let's take it down to 5.2. Starting corner, somewhere on the north side, heading south. And we'll get him to do it that way. Let's stay through 4 headlands. This should be enough. Alright, perfect. Get that guy rolling. I don't know where that starting point is now. Let's go find it. Where is that starting point? Oh, it's down there. Perfect. All right, so we'll get this guy rolling, and then we'll get unloading as well. But this is, I just can't get over how nice this map looks. It's crazy. Like, you just look around and you're just kind of like chilling out and just enjoying the map. Like, it's one of those maps where you can just kind of just, you know, enjoy the drive, so to speak. At least I do. So. Oh, that's a pretty beefy sound. Jesus. Have I never used that one before? I must not have. Wow. That has a beefy sounding combine. Alright, so let's grab the Puma, which is way, way over here. Let's take a little bit of a drive with him around here. We want to head back to the farm. Ah, perfect. I wasn't sure if this was actually an entrance or not. So, we're heading in the right direction. This is excellent. So what we'll do is we'll grab one of the trailers that we have. We have the Marshall trailers in this. This is all the standard in-game equipment. I didn't add anything myself. This is just what you get when you start. So of course, because of that, you do need to have the Marshall pack installed. But it fits in this map really, really nicely, so I highly suggest that one. And I need one of these, and I don't own any, so let's just grab one. And I have no idea where the reset point is. We're going to find that out in a second here. Oh, that's the town way down there. That's crazy far away. Oh, it's over there. Oh no, we're good, we're good. Where is that right there? It's somewhere around here. Maybe it's in that little yard over there. Or maybe it's in... Oh, there it is right there. Perfect. Awesome. So we'll get this guy rolling as well. Actually, I think I'll just do it. I was going to do it with Courseplay, but that's such a strange... Well, in England, I suppose it's not very strange, but I am not used to it at all. Let's just say that, because where I'm from, we have lots and lots of space. So it's extremely unlikely that you'd have to have a setup like that. Either that, or you'd have a really, really small farm. I guess that would be the only scenarios where I would really see something like that, because otherwise it would be pretty rare. At least in my experience. And some farmers, if they don't have the space to store it, they wouldn't store it like that, because we have winter as well. Winter doesn't, I suppose, doesn't play very nicely with... Where am I going? I'm trying to find the exit. Oh, that's pretty tight. Holy cow. Jeez. It's like you need like a super tractor. Well, not a super tractor, but just make more informed decisions when you're turning. That is nuts. Alright, let's turn left here then. Jeez. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. Perfect. Jeez. That is pretty tight, actually. A lot tighter than I expected it to be honest with you. I honestly thought it'd be, would be alright without it, but apparently it's, kind of crazy. But just look at this map. I just love the way it looks. It looks really, really nice. They did a fantastic job making this one. I really like it. I don't know if this field's actually fertilized or not, but I'm assuming it is not. Let's see if I can actually match his speed here. Probably not very well. Oh, he's full anyway, so let's get the speed set up here. 10 kilometers an hour. And there we go, perfect. Hopefully we can line this up. There's a reason why I don't do this very often. At least not... Really? What am I stuck on? The pipe? Okay. Yeah, it's because I'm pretty terrible at it. Is that under the pipe? These combines with their silly, tiny, tiny pipes. It's crazy. When you think about it, like... I'm bad at doing this, but I'm sure, like, in real life, like, could you imagine having to do this? Like, there are people who have to do this type of thing in real life, and I don't know if it's easier or harder, but they have to do it. Which is the crazy part. But it is what it is. Still ran into him. Just as I suspected. Yeah, this is one of the problems with going around the inside. I probably should have done one around the outside. It would have been easier. But didn't know what the pipe situation was like. Because on maps like this, often what happens is the trees around the outside of the field are collidable, which makes it rather difficult to stick the pipe out without running into things. Oh my goodness. I am not doing a very good job here, so we're going to do this. That is ridiculous. Let's put this on. Four-wheel drive is going to help. I can't believe how terrible I am at doing that. It's a small area. That's what I'm blaming on. It's a small area. Yeah, that's right. Jeez. So what I'll do is I'll do this. I will record this course, and I will drive the combine, because apparently I can't unload the combine in this scenario. Yes, we'll drive around this way. And we'll take a nice big wide turn, and what we'll do is go in cab for a second here. And we will drive slowly along here. This is one of the reasons why I don't play on British maps, because I'm used to, oh gosh, that's close. Too close, in fact. I'm used to playing a certain way, and I'm not a huge fan of cramped. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. OSR. I'm not a huge fan of cramped yards, but that's the reason why I generally don't play on. Even with a full turn, That's not gonna work either. There we go. We'll try that. I don't think it's gonna work the way I want it to, but I'm sure at the very least he'll be able to unload. I almost feel like I need like a, instead of using this type of tractor, I feel like I should be using like a truck that has like a rigid body or something. I don't know. I don't know if it would help at all. Here, try that. Maybe you'll be able to do a better job than I can. New Holland Combine. Go. I don't really care if he unloads on the other side, but I would just, if based on my current progress, I'm doing a terrible job of unloading the combine. So I suspect that the horseplay guy will be able to do a bit better than I will. Excellent, this guy's doing well here. He is missing a bit though, so maybe it's too far to the left. Maybe it's only, I don't know, I didn't even look. How big is that thing? I don't know. 2 or 3 meters should have been fine, but as you can see, he is missing chunks in the middle there, so it must be 2.5 meters might be a bit better for him. That's always a problem when you have these side offset ones like this. You can never tell what's going to happen. Let's go back to this guy. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Let's stop the driver here. And then fully unload this guy, and I guess what I'll do is I guess I could just continue. Right. Alright, so let's do this. Really don't need the GPS mod for this little section here. But yeah, this gives you an idea of, let's zoom up a little bit there. I'm pretty terrible at unloading on sides like this, and I'm used to, because I've played so many times on like North American styled farms, that when I actually go to play on a map that has, like, you know, bends and turns and whatnot, I always feel like I'm not doing a very good job, because it's one of those situations where I just not very good at it apparently. Actually, what we'll do, we'll grab this guy and set him so it's always activated, or else he's not going to do a very good job here. Because this is a British map, and British maps tend to have hills and turns and bends and whatnot. Thankfully there's no mud involved here. Actually, he's not going to do very well there either. So what tends to happen a lot of the time is you run into problems where well, in real life the tractor can't get, like for example, if this field were wet a little bit, it would just be a nightmare. Like it's pretty hilly, and it's just hilly enough so it would create problems basically. So I don't know. I am not an expert. I don't live in England, that's for sure. I live in Canada. We do have hilly fields here sometimes, but I don't think it's the same type of hilly fields as you have there in England, so. Yeah, see, look how much easier it is for him to do that. That's crazy. It's ridiculous. When you compare how easy a courseplay makes it look versus what what I was trying to do, it's just ridiculous. We do need to get some straw for our sheep. Our sheep. I guess we do need sheep. We do have sheep, actually. Oh, we do have one of these. Oh, okay, cool. And do we have a rake? I thought I saw one somewhere. Yeah, there's one. Okay, cool. Alright, so we have a rake available, and so what we'll do is we don't need to bale anything, because I don't think we have a baler. Okay, we won't bale. That's fine. I can live with that. Oh no, we do have a baler. We don't need a baler, let's just say that. We could technically sell it if we wanted to and go do something else, but in this scenario, I think what I'm going to use the forage wagon instead of the baler, because this is, I guess round bales, for the straw, let's say, I'll use the forage wagon, but if I want to make some silage bales, I don't know if we even have a wrapper. Sheep just need grass, cows need a little bit of everything. So there are fields everywhere that need to be harvested, so I don't know if actually, I should double check. I think withering's off. Nope, it's on. Okay. We'll see how that works out. So, but it is a really nice looking map, you have to admit that. Like, I just love how you can, like, look off into the distance for like, you know, a long period of time and just enjoy the scenery around you while you're doing stuff. So that's why I like this map, at least. I don't know. I have to think about that. I think a lot of times Chris7710, the way he sets his maps up, are a bit more closed off. I don't think that he tries to add the same sort of depth like that. I don't think. I haven't played many of his maps, and that's primarily because I'm not a huge fan of British style maps, just because the yards just take it out of me every single time. So, like, for example, when I played on Spring Hill Farm or Spring Hill Valley, it was a big map, but like the narrow passageways and whatnot really did not make my day. It definitely made my life a lot more difficult. So, and I think in the very first episode of that series, I just I got so frustrated with those getting in and out of the gates all the time. Eventually, I figured out you didn't need to go in that particular way, but it was kind of interesting the way that worked out. I still remember doing that. I remember like sitting there just going like, ugh, really? This is what's gonna happen? This is how it's gonna work out? Okay. Yeah, I showed my girlfriend that. I remember when I first recorded that episode, I showed it to her, and she's like, yeah, you're a little frustrated, a little annoyed sort of thing in that one. I'm like, yeah, maybe a little bit. It happens. But it's about as frustrated as I get. Past that, I don't get too frustrated, so it's not a huge deal. But alright, so I think we can safely go up and down the field now. At least that's my feeling. So let's go ahead and is it going to straighten out that way? Oh, well, sweet. Alright, let's do that. Do that. Excellent. Let's line it up a little bit. Nice. Sweet. So, this is going to make my life easier now, at least. But I was reading an interesting article this morning, actually. It was about neonicotinoids, once again. And the interesting part about that is, right now it's just a proposal to reduce the usage of neonicotinoids by, you know, X 100%, or X 100%, X percent, I forget what the actual number is. But the interesting part is this is actually not more efficient. This is probably not more efficient, actually, now that I think about it. In fact, it's probably more efficient for me to go this way. Yeah, we're going to do this one instead. Sorry, GPS. I probably could line it up better, but don't know how. Oops. Don't know if that would be any better or not. I think if I have the pipe on the outside, it'll actually be better, because then I won't have to worry about. I'll be turning right, and then the guy won't have to worry about. Or I won't have to worry about running into the guy every single time. See? Look at that. Makes my life easier already. Although I can't see where the actual grain is. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, but it's interesting, because what's happening is it's a proposal to reduce the amount of neonicotinoids we use in Ontario here. But it's just a proposal for the time being, so it means like it's not actually in effect yet. But some farmers are up in arms about it right now, and some aren't, because it's only a proposal. So what's going to happen is, once it becomes a reality, then that's where it's going to become. Farmers are going to be like, "Whoa, what's going on here? Like, why are we doing this? What's the situation here?" So, but right now it's not the case. So they're not really sure what the implications are going to be as of yet. But really, you're just going to drive right in front of me? Now, the interesting part is that that tractor actually going to unload. I suspect it probably won't, because I think wheat was the last one in that row of 4. If all else fails, I suppose I could cheat a little bit and drop a placeable silo down, but that's pretty cheaty on this type of map, I suppose. And I'm sure you would agree. But it is one way of doing it. I suppose it is one way of getting around that whole scenario. Let's just hop into that guy and see how he does. I am curious now. This is where I was deciding whether to turn right or not. Alright, now, this should be kind of funny to watch. See how terrible I did with this. It's not very, of course, with this type of trailer, with this long a trailer I should say, it's not super courseplay friendly. It's corn. Yeah, it's right here. He's not going to catch that one. Nope, didn't think so. Alright. Yeah, like even... Let's just do that. Yeah, push it out of the way. Sure, that works. But sometimes, like... And then the annoying part for me is like, okay, after you do this, you have to use this ridiculous front loader in order to get it out of here. But I guess if that's realistic, that's one thing, and that's fine. I will probably use a conveyor belt in all honesty, because I don't have the patience to do it with a front loader. Well, that's not entirely true. I just don't want to do it with a front loader, let's say that. But that's just me. Some people love that aspect of it, like the slow pace of doing that kind of things, those types of things, but I don't dig it as much. But that's just me. Great. First episode of Bantacat went out the other day. A lot of people were really pumped about that. Quite a few people were saying, wow, this is a really nice map. It is indeed a really nice map, actually. This is that map and this map are probably one of the two nicest maps I've seen so far, actually. So, very happy to be playing on both of them at the same time. Although it may be interesting in the future to see how that works out. But yeah, a lot of people were asking, like, where do you find the map? I got the map from Mod Hoster. It is a really nice map to play on. It, I think, is a bit beefy, so if you have a lower-end PC, it may be a bit rough on it. I don't know. On my old PC, it probably would have been rough. I probably could have played it on low settings, I imagine, but if I wanted to play it on full-blown 100% settings, I don't think that would have worked very well. Like, even right now, when I play this game, I don't play it on Ultra just for, because I record it primarily rather than play it. So, in order to keep the frame rates at a nice slope, I don't know, where are my frame rates at? 60 FPS right now, basically. So, in order to keep them at around that, that's the reason why I keep that down at high as opposed to ultra. But, I'm making a mess of this field, jeez. I think if I collect the straw, I'm going to use courseplay, I think. But where's the straw storage? I totally forgot. I think I have placeable heaps in here. I just don't use it very often. Placeable heaps. Yeah, I do. Thought so. So, that'll allow me to place straw wherever I want it, basically. Alright, guess we're doing it this way. Perfect. Yeah, but a lot of people really like the map. They're really impressed with the way it looks, the quality of it. And I agree. The quality of the map is just gorgeous. The guy who created the map did a fantastic job on creating it. Enough detail, like they just did a really good job all around, like in terms of detail, in terms of adding the little tiny bits of things and whatnot. It just made it really like come all together really nicely. So I've really enjoyed playing on the map so far. So I hope you will too if you pick up the map and play on it, which is really nice. And you do need a few mods for it. Saw a couple of people asking questions about how do you get the gates open. You do need the map door trigger mod, the mod that allows you to open the gates, basically. So if you don't have that, then it will be slightly difficult for you to open up all of the gates, basically. So keep that in mind. Usually when you have a map like that, one of the biggest things you need to take a look at is the required mods. There's usually like a suggested mod section, and then there's a required mod section. You can like disregard the suggested, but you kind of need to focus on the required mods that you need, of course. Because if you don't have them, certain things won't play very well, like opening the doors and whatnot, so you need to make sure you get all that done. I think there's 2 mods you actually need for that particular map. The map door trigger, and there's one other one, I can't remember what it is though off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and double check now, I think so. Excellent. Such a gorgeous map. Look at that. Sweet. And that other guy is not quite done apparently yet. Otherwise he would have a little done sign. But let's triple check on him real quickly here. New Holland. Well, he's still finishing up this little section here. Looks like 2.5 meters was the right thing to do. Or the right width. Even though it's a 3 meter, yeah, looks like he's still missing a little bit there, but not detrimental, that's for sure. Sweet, so he's going to finish off that. This is what happens when you have a tiny, tiny, tiny mower. It takes forever to do things. It's actually a pretty big field, a lot bigger than it seems. Because we are right to the west of field 10 there. That's pretty sweet. Let's finish off harvesting here. If I don't finish this off, well, actually I might. See, the funny thing is, on this type of map, you want to get a bigger harvester because then the harvest goes faster. But then you have to deal with size issues and getting around the map with that particularly large size vehicle. Like on this map, I could probably get away with this combine right here, and that has a 7.6 meter header, as opposed to this 5.5 meter header. That'd be my guess, at least. You could probably get away with doing that if you really wanted to, but it I don't know. The one problem with that particular combine is the fact that it doesn't have the wheels that come on it, and you can't just put it into a trailer automatically. I really like that feature about the bigger harvesters, and I wish the smaller ones had it too. But I can understand why they don't have it, because it is a bit of it'd be a lot of kit to put on a small header, but it does make a lot of sense. Because when you have that kind of system set up, you can just, pop the wheels onto it while it's still attached, and then just lower it down, and then boom, Bob's your uncle, basically. So it'd be pretty sweet. Alright, nice. I don't know where. It doesn't look. Nah, it looks bad. It looks alright when you look that way, but as soon as you get closer, it's like, well, kind of missed a little bit there, and there, and there. Alright, sweet. Alright folks, I think what we'll do is we'll stop the episode there for now, and I'll let that guy continue off camera a little bit, and then we'll come back, and hopefully this guy will be done. He's working his way to finish off the last little bit there. So we'll come back hopefully and he'll be done. Until then folks, my name's Iain. Robson has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Coldborough Farm.